Welcome to the Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before we get to the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Lakers news.
Hey Lakers fans! Let's dive into another breakdown of what's happening behind the scenes of the franchise and talk about a proposal that could change the direction of the upcoming season. The name in the spotlight is Aaron Nesmith, a player who could become the new starting forward for the team. After the arrival of Luka Doncic and an intense playoff push, the Los Angeles Lakers were once again at the center of attention in the league. Luka lit up the offense, LeBron maintained his imposing leadership, and the team showed clear signs of a promising future. But the early exit in the first round revealed what was still missing: a versatile forward capable of defending hard, spacing the floor, and giving consistency to the rotation. That's where the Indiana Pacers come in. After the setback with Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles injury and a weakened roster, the Indianapolis team may be ready for changes. This opens up a rare window of opportunity for the Lakers, who could put together a smart package to bring Nesmith to Los Angeles. The projected scenario is straightforward: Aaron Nesmith heads to the Lakers, while the Pacers receive Dalton Knecht, Jared Vanderbilt, a 2031 first-round pick, and a 2032 second-round pick. A trade that balances interests and could be exactly the push needed to turn Los Angeles into an even greater threat. And when it comes to fit, Nesmith looks tailor-made. Playing alongside LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, he would bring the missing X-factor from last year's playoffs. His 43.1% from 3 and 50.7% overall shooting made him one of the most efficient players of the 2024-25 season, nearly reaching the prestigious 50-40-90 club. But it wasn't just in the regular season. In the playoffs, he elevated his production, averaging 12.7 points per game on an impressive 49.2% from deep. The performance that stood out the most came in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. He scored 30 points, with 20 of them in the fourth quarter alone, and hit 8 three-pointers, 6 of them in a historic stretch that broke Reggie Miller's records and became an epic playoff moment. That's the type of presence that can change the face of the Lakers. Nesmith isn't limited to offense. His defense is solid, he switches effectively, pressures opponents, and brings energy to every possession. A piece that perfectly complements the talent of LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, raising the level of the team in pursuit of another winning chapter. The Los Angeles Lakers front office enters the summer with a clear idea: use this trade as the move that redefines the roster. The goal is simple and direct: fix the spacing issues, reinforce perimeter defense, and inject the energy that can shift team chemistry. Everything revolves around one focus: putting the Lakers on top and leaving everyone else behind. It's the kind of strategy that shows a willingness to use assets now to maximize the immediate potential of LeBron, Luka, and Reeves. A move that makes any fan imagine how much further this trio can go with the right piece. In this scenario, the Lakers secure the 3-and-D swingmen they've been needing, while the Indiana Pacers accelerate their rebuilding process. If Los Angeles manages to center the package around future picks, rotational players, or expiring contracts, they offer Indiana a practical solution: a quick trade that balances their present and future while giving the Lakers an immediate boost. In the end, it's a deal that helps both sides, though it's undeniable that Los Angeles reaps the bigger rewards. The key point is that the team can't settle for just another three-point shooter. What they need is balance, defense, and someone who thrives under playoff pressure. Aaron Nesmith fits that profile perfectly. He has already proven himself as an underdog who rises in big moments, validated what the advanced stats show about his efficiency, and, above all, he doesn't hurt spacing, he expands it for those around him. If this move is executed properly, the impact could be immediate, turning what is now a promising core into a true powerhouse ready to compete for the championship. This is the kind of path that could lead the Lakers to write the next great chapter in the franchise's history. Aaron Nesmith would add a very clear layer of quality alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic, because his game fills the gaps that became evident last season. Looking at how the Lakers have built their roster, it's clear the foundation is already in place: Luka as the offensive engine, constantly creating off the dribble, LeBron functioning as a secondary facilitator and on-court leader, and Reeves providing versatility as a connector. What was missing from this core was a forward capable of combining offensive efficiency with defensive solidity, without needing the ball in his hands to make an impact. That is exactly what Nesmith brings. Playing next to Luka and LeBron, Nesmith would have the freedom to focus on what he does best, moving without the ball, finding space along the three-point line, and punishing defenses that overload to stop the stars. Luka has already proven to be one of the most creative passers in the league, regularly drawing double and even triple teams. LeBron, meanwhile, reads the game at an elite level, anticipating movements and placing teammates in comfortable finishing spots. Putting Nesmith in this context means giving him a steady diet of in-rhythm shots, without needing to force individual plays. Nesmith's three-point shooting mark of over 43% shows how he could be one of the main beneficiaries of this system. Unlike other shooters who rely on high volume to find rhythm, he has already shown that he can sustain efficiency with fewer attempts, a crucial trait on a roster where the ball must be shared among multiple stars. In addition, his cutting game would also be maximized. With Luka and LeBron constantly drawing attention, Nesmith has the ability to attack the open lanes left by defenses, whether to finish at the rim or keep the play alive with an extra pass. On the defensive end, Nesmith's impact could be even more valuable. One of the Lakers' recent issues has been maintaining consistency on the perimeter, especially against athletic and versatile wings. Nesmith has already proven he can guard multiple positions, switch on screens, and maintain intensity in crucial possessions. Alongside LeBron, who conserves energy strategically, and Luka, who is not yet recognized for his defense, Nesmith would have a clear role to stabilize the line, contest shots, apply ball pressure, and make the overall defense more cohesive. This combination makes him a natural fit because it doesn't require the Lakers to change their style of play. On the contrary, he enhances what's already there, offering consistent spacing, defensive energy, and reliability under pressure. With two players as advanced in their reading of the game as LeBron and Luka, the expectation is that Nesmith would not only maintain his strong numbers but potentially elevate them. He's the type of player who doesn't need to change the team's rhythm to shine. He adds value to what already exists and helps raise the collective ceiling. In the end, Nesmith's arrival would represent a fine-tuning of an already talented roster. He would be the complementary piece that allows LeBron and Luka to operate with more freedom, without being overburdened, while reinforcing the identity of a team striving for balance between offense and defense. That's the logic that makes this proposal so attractive. It's not just about adding another player, but about bringing in a profile that fits the team's precise needs and can make a real difference when the most important games of the season arrive. What can be expected from the Lakers after this move is a more balanced, well-adjusted team, fully prepared to compete at the top of the Western Conference. The franchise already proved last season that it has a solid foundation, with Luka Doncic leading the offense, LeBron James bringing experience and elite basketball IQ, and Austin Reeves established as a key supporting piece. The issue was never a lack of talent, but rather the absence of a fully functional supporting cast around this trio. The potential arrival of Aaron Nesmith addresses that exact gap, raising the collective standard. With him, the Lakers add real spacing, something that makes life easier for Luka and LeBron, since opposing defenses can no longer focus exclusively on collapsing the paint. At the same time, they gain a perimeter defender who helps minimize one of the team's biggest vulnerabilities. This type of addition changes the team's dynamics. The stars are freer to operate in their strongest areas, and tactical adjustments throughout the season become more natural. The impact goes beyond the stat sheet. With Nesmith, the Lakers' rotation becomes deeper, allowing the coach to distribute minutes more efficiently and preserve LeBron for key stretches. Moreover, the team gains a reliable option to defend elite wings and guards in the playoffs, something that was noticeably missing against top Western Conference rivals. In an ideal scenario, the Lakers establish themselves as a team that doesn't depend solely on the individual brilliance of its stars but can also sustain high-level collective performance. Luka will have more space to create, LeBron will be able to focus on decisive moments without carrying the entire load, and Reeves will have the freedom to take on multiple roles. That balance not only improves consistency during the regular season but also boosts their ability to compete in long playoff series. Ultimately, what can be expected from the Lakers is evolution. Not a radical transformation, but a qualitative leap that could make the difference between a good season and a legitimate run to the finals. The front office shows that it understands the moment and is willing to use its resources to give Luka, LeBron, and company a roster that not only promises but also delivers on the court. This is the kind of roster construction that keeps the franchise on the right path to contend for championships. When looking at this trade proposal, the logic behind it becomes clear. The Los Angeles Lakers have already built a strong foundation with Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, but recent performance showed that a complementary link was still missing to transform talent into consistency. Aaron Nesmith emerges as that link, a player who not only fits seamlessly into the system but also directly addresses the team's biggest needs: spacing, perimeter defense, and energy in decisive moments. From the Pacers' perspective, the trade makes sense as part of a natural restructuring. Losing Halliburton to such a serious injury completely changes the team's ambitions, and by acquiring assets like Dalton Knecht, Jared Vanderbilt, and future picks, Indiana sets the stage for a new cycle. The idea of accelerating that process with young pieces and draft flexibility is coherent and makes the deal fair within the context of both franchises. For the Lakers, however, the immediate impact is what stands out most. Rather than simply stockpiling talent, the team would be bringing in someone who improves collective functionality and frees up its stars to play at their peak. Nesmith is not the type of player who needs the ball in his hands to be effective. He makes an impact precisely by complementing those who do. That trait is crucial on a roster that already features two elite creators. In addition, his defensive ability gives the team more stability in direct matchups against strong Western Conference opponents, balancing out an area of the game that proved vulnerable in last year's playoffs. The conclusion is that this trade represents far more than just a roster shuffle. It's a strategic move designed to transform a competitive core into a true title contender. Aaron Nesmith would not arrive under the pressure of being the main star, but rather with the responsibility of maximizing what the Lakers already do best. And that role could make all the difference: a reliable wing, efficient from deep, disciplined on defense, and capable of delivering when the games matter most. If finalized, this deal would mark a turning point in the franchise's planning. The Lakers would no longer rely exclusively on the brilliance of LeBron and Luka but instead boast a roster that thrives on balance, versatility, and consistency. In a competitive Western Conference, every detail matters, and adding Nesmith could be exactly the adjustment that restores Los Angeles to the tier of teams entering a season not just dreaming but truly prepared to fight for an NBA championship. This is the type of decision that separates promising teams from championship teams, and the Lakers appear ready to take that step. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you believe Aaron Nesmith is the missing piece to turn the Lakers into true title contenders as soon as next season? Share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Lakers Nation.